And welcome. If you're just joining us, Donald Trump, has been shot in the United States of America on Saturday. Here in South Africa, it's Sunday. Saturday is still there. They're just coming through a presidential election debate, and Donald Trump has been shot. Assassination attempt. Fortunately, he's alive. A gunman was found as Trump was addressing his supporters. Gunman was seen on the roof. Somehow he escaped the security services. Normally they're very, very jacked up. They're very, very specific about looking after the presidents or presidential elects. As in this case, there's a debate is heating up between Joe Biden and Donald Trump in the elections at the end of the year. We already had our elections in South Africa. We got now the government national unity. We've seen the elections in France, and the extreme far right has now done fabulously well. Then we're going through elections. We just came out of the elections in India, and the world is now looking for the elections at the end of the year in the United States of America between the Democrats and the Republicans. Democrat Joe Biden, Republican Donald Trump, and we just came through the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, where Joe Biden unfortunately had a terrible debate. People are concerned whether he's got dementia or not. I do not know. That's for his doctors to decide. Joe Biden then went to Camp David with his family, and he decided to leave the decision to his family. His family said no, he must stay on as the presidential candidate for the Democrats in the debate, in the election campaign between the Republicans and Democrats. Then Joe Biden also then had fabulous or magnificent, or whichever word you want to use, flaws or gaffes at the NATO summit. I mean, he referred to Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, prime minister, as Putin instead of Zelensky. So those are tongue twisters that he's coming through. One can clearly see that he's got some issues with he's no longer the man that he was 10 years ago. And the Democratic supporters like George Clooney, men in the Hollywood industries, are removing their support from Joe Biden and from the Democratic Party to say we need another candidate. In that, as the election campaign is going on, Trump was now with a group of supporters. He was now speaking. He just returned to his hometown in New Jersey after he was injured in an attempted assassination at the rally in Saturday. The assassin shot him in his ear. Donald Trump fell to the ground. So imagine he was pointing to his brain. Now, as a doctor, I can tell you the bullet was pointed here to this temporal lobe. If you shoot someone here, you are dead. 99% chance you are dead. So imagine the bullet hit his ear, but it didn't go this way in. It went past the ear. That means this guy from the rifle, the sniper, was a very good shooter. He aimed probably. Maybe it's from the military background. We don't know. The FBI is on the scene. The CIA is on the scene. The security force on the scene. The minute the shots rang out, the security force started shooting. Some innocent bystanders also got shot. Some were killed. Some are injured. And the president, he dropped to the ground. As he stood up, his face is full of blood. His face is full of blood. Blood is pouring out of his ear. But it was either because, as an assassin, if he's shooting from far, there's a wind change. Either a gust of wind came and moved the bullet slightly, or at that point, the president just moved his head a little bit, and the bullet, instead of going into his brain here, it just hit his ear, knocked part of his ear off, and his blood is gushing out. The Secret Service got onto it. They killed the guy. They're busy doing DNA tests on that guy to find out what is the identity of that person. So that's why they know he's from, excuse me. The shooter is from Bethel Park, from Pennsylvania, according to the CIA. So CIA says the person name is Crooks. He's from Bethel Park of Pennsylvania. This is a town about 70 kilometers an hour's drive from Butler, the site of the assassination attempt. So this guy drove 70 kilometers to get to the place. So it's an ongoing investigation. The man who attempted to kill Donald Trump is 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, according to FBI statement released a short while ago. DA tests to confirm the identity of the Trump shooter. So now they've identified who the person is. Donald's shots rang out as he was speaking at a rally in Pennsylvania, sparking panic in the crowd as Secret Service agents swarmed the former president. Trump, who emerged with a bloodied face, says he was shot in the ear, describing a whizzing sound, whizzing sound, and feeling the bullet rip through his skin. The bullet knocked him, so he got hit It wasn't a missed shot. This was an accurate shooter. He got hit. 20-year-old guy shot him. The male gunman was shot and killed by the Secret Service. The FBI says it has identified 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks as the subject involved in the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. One spectator was sadly killed at the rally, and 2 others were critically injured. And Joe Biden has phoned Donald Trump to find out if he's okay. And stay tuned. This is an ongoing story. Stay well. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.